Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Betsy and this is my makeup obsession where I love all things makeup, and I'm getting into skincare too, but not as much as makeup. Makeup will always be my first love. So I thought, in the theme of what I'm going for this week, you're gonna probably see all these videos Christmas week, which is coming up tomorrow, I guess you would say. This is Saturday the 18th, so probably starting Monday you'll start seeing my holiday looks. I first did my high-end, mid-range, high-end holiday glam, and then I did the drugstore holiday glam, and today I thought I would do like a colorful holiday glam, but roaring 20s style. So I'm gonna use my Beauty Bay Opulence palette to achieve the roaring 20s colorful holiday glam look. I just look at this and I think this will make a beautiful holiday glam. I am gonna do colorful. I'm gonna give you two different options. I'm gonna give like a more purple berry color on one eye, and the other eye is gonna be more of a blue teal type of situation. I am gonna use a gold. It's probably gonna be, I'm probably gonna reach in and use the same gold shade on both eyes, which, looking at it now, I'm not sure which one yet, but it's gonna be very gorgeous and I cannot wait. It might be Jazz. Jazz just screams yellow gold and it's gonna look good with everything, but we'll see. Before I get into my look, I did do this glam look different than my other two. You've seen in my first, because you're going to see this one last. You've seen in my first two glam looks, I went through and I did the full face with you and used all the products on my face. Whereas this one, I'm deciding just to do the eyeshadow palette part with you, because, and the lipstick, because I didn't stick that on yet. Because I wanted to do like two different type of looks with this one, so it's going to take a little bit longer doing it that way and everything, so I didn't want to go through the full rest of the face with you, but I will go over right now the products I did use on my face. So I started out with my usual primer, which I've been using this winter time so far, is the Junoko Moonshine Miracle Cream. I do believe they still sell this on their website. It is just like a really thick moisturizer that just really moisturizes. If you have dry skin, this really does moisturize your skin really good. And then I topped it off with my usual Glossier Future Dew. Y'all know that's a favorite of mine when I go to prime my face. That's like my #1 favorite. Oops, I'm kicking y'all. I cannot go without putting my gloss top in my whatever primer I use with my Glossier Future Dew. It just makes my base look so smooth and glowy. It somehow smooths over any dry patches I have and just makes the foundation go on so much smoother and better. The foundation I chose to use today was my e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo CC Cream. I have mine in the shade of Fair 150C, which is a really good match for me. And I know a lot of people don't like this because they don't think it's long lasting, but I don't have any issues with it not being long lasting on me. And I really like the coverage you get, because you can get that full coverage look. It covers up all my redness, any issues I have, you can get the full coverage look with it. I did just use my usual concealers in my e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating one and my e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Concealer. One's more brightening than the other, is why I use both of them. I set my face with my e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is just this little sample of a under eye setting powder that I got a long time ago as like a free gift with my order with e.l.f. and I'm still trying to use it up. And then the rest of my face I set with my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. I've had this thing in my collection since I think 2018, so I'm just trying to use it up and get it out of my collection because it's a little bit older in my collection. The bronzer I went in with today was my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer. I don't know what it is, but something about Charlotte Tilbury just screams roaring 20s and glamour and all things holiday. So I've pretty much been using this with all my looks except for my drugstore one. But it's a wonderful bronzer, and you can go really light-handed with it, or you can build it up and do a really heavy-handed bronzer. But I did go lighter, or at least I tried. I tried to go lighter handed on my bronzer since I'm doing like a roaring 20s look. They didn't really have bronzer back then, so I did try to go with a lighter hand on the bronzer. The blush I decided to use today is my Pat McGrath Labs blush. This one is in the shade Nude Venus, which is just like a nude peachy pink shade, and it does have I think a satin finish. It has like flecks of gold throughout it. I love it. It's a really good. Pat McGrath is like one of my favorite blush formulas that I have. I cannot stop using it. And the highlight I used today is a new to my collection. I end up breaking down and getting the new Pat McGrath Labs, the holiday highlighter that went with the holiday collection. This one is in the shade Lunar Nude. And it just has such a gorgeous, it's just so luxurious. So I got this on sale for like $36, and it's normally $60. But I just thought I have to use my new Pat McGrath highlight for this look. And it is a pretty highlight. I think it might be just a smidge deep on me because I do see a little bit of a cast. But maybe I used a little bit too much of it. I'm going to have to go in with a lighter hand next time. And hopefully I won't have as much of a cast. But I do find that I've tried every single highlighter from Pat McGrath that I've tried, the singles anyways. All of them have been just a little bit too deep for me. So she's yet to make one that's light enough for fair skin tones in my opinion. But I think I'm more of a lighter skin tone than a fair skin tone now, but still. That is everything that is on my face. I did go in, after all that, spray my e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Coconut Mist on my face. I really like this. I did hear somewhere that this is like a dupe for the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 spray, and it does smell. It has that coconut smell that the Too Faced one does have, and I really love the Too Faced coconut, the Hangover RX mist. I love that mist. That was like one of the first mists I got when I started doing makeup in 2018. I really liked it, and this one does seem to be like a pretty good dupe for it. It just hydrates my face, leaves a little bit of a glowy cast. Anyways, this intro has been way too long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go ahead and apologize now for that. Let's jump into our eye look. So, one eye is going to be blue, one eye is going to be purple. I'm really excited about this. Deciding whether I want my blue look to be this eye or this eye. I think I'm going to do blue on the side and purple on the side. Now I might just clean my brush in between and do them both at the same time. So I think since I'm doing that, maybe I should go in with like a little bit of a transition shade on each eye. I think I'll go into this Silk Stockings, which is just a brown. I'm going to take that in the crease on both of my eyes just for a neutral transition shade. I'm going to go my right eye first. Y'all have to let me know down below what type of look you're doing for the holidays. Are you going to go with more of a neutral golden eye? Or are you going to go with maybe a red and green eye to be more traditional Christmas? I have my color switch from Odin's Eye nearby that I'm going to be using to color switch in between shades. That way I don't mix the shades for each eye, because I am using the same brush for both eyes. So first I'm going to go in with the shade Hope. And I'm going to take that in my crease just over where I primed. And that is very pigmented. I'll just continue to be amazed by Beauty Bay's formula. It's just a beautiful formula. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Hopefully it'll still focus. Here we are. I hope it stays focused. Sometimes I have issues with it staying focused when it's this close, but that blended out super easy. Now let's go ahead. I'm gonna color switching it off onto my brush. That way I don't get the blue on my other eye. I'm gonna go in with the shade Flapper, which is that shade right there. Sorry, that shade right there is Flapper. It is the lighter color of all the purples too. So I know berry tones have been pretty in this year for holiday looks. So I thought with the purple one it could be more like you're wearing a berry tone look for the holidays. So I thought I would do one of each just so you could see the look of whether you want to go with a colorful berry toned look or whether you want a more blue teal type of look. Now I settled upon the Roaring 20s type of look just because I wanted to use this Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette. So I thought Roaring 20s was the best. I'm going to go in with, I'm going to clean this off just to get the pigment off just in case I want to go in later and do a little bit blending with just a clean brush. I cannot talk. So I'm going to go in with the rougher number. Which number is this? 14. It's a smaller blending brush, more detailed, so you can get more precisely in your crease. And I think in my outer corner and in part of my crease, because I just realized that these other blues in here are more blue. I'm going to go in with the shade Rich here, which is this color. I'm just going to take it on my outer corner and into part of my crease. Because I really wanted to stick it with the teal shade, but if I really need it to be more deep in my outer corner, then I can always go in with the deeper blue that's there. But I think I am going to have to dip into the deeper blue just to get a little bit more depth out on the outer corner. Now I'm going to clean off that brush with my color switch here. So I can go in with purple next. The purple shade I think I want to go into next is Dandy, which is this shade right here. It's just a little bit deeper than my other, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did on with the blue. I'm going to take it from my outer corner and halfway through my crease. Then I'll probably go in with the deepest shade of purple I have here to really deepen up the look. This is my reference number 15, I believe. Oh no, the 13, which is even smaller, more precise. I like using this from my outer corner shade. So like I said, I'm going to go into this deep navy, which is the shade Curfew here. And I'm going to put just a little bit on my outer corner so I can get some more depth in my look. Hopefully it won't throw off the color too much. But it's just going to be on the very outskirts. Okay. I just used a very tiny bit because I didn't want it to take away from the teal color that I have going on my eyes. Now in my other eye, my left eye, I'm going to go into Speak Easy, which is the deepest purple I have in the palette. I'm going to do the same thing in this eye. Just take a little bit. This one's going to stay more towards the outskirts of my eye. I am loving that. It looks so good. Okay, I'm liking how all this is turning out. I'm going to go into, I'm not going to do I'm going to do under my lash line first. And then I'm going to go in and do my shimmer. So So I'm going to go into my shader brush, which is in here somewhere. Here it is. This is the reference number 2. It's more of a shader type of brush. And I'm going to go into the darker teal shade on my right eye, which is Rich. I'm going to go into Rich and put that one underneath. And then I'm going to blend it out with the shade Hope here. So this is the reference number 14. So I'm going back into my reference number 14. And like I said, I'm going to take the lightest shade that's there. Make sure I tap it off. But I'm going to use it to kind of like smoke out this under lash line. That looks good. Clean it off because I want to do the same thing with my other eye. Just with purple. Wait till you see it with the gold that I want to use. It's going to look gorgeous with the gold I want to use. So, I'm just going to take the lightest shade, or the darkest shade, which is Dandy. And I'm going to smoke it out with this shade, which is Flapper. It's not going to be as easy on this eye because this eye likes water. But here we are anyways. I apologize if you can hear any noise that's going on outside in the background. I do have my windows open because we don't use our, at this time of the year, we don't use our AC or our heat until it gets cold enough to use it. Then we do. And right now it's not really cold enough to use it, so we just open up our windows to cool off the house if it gets warm. Now I'm going into my reference number 28, which is just a flat brush, perfect for packing on shimmers. I'm gonna get my glitter glue. I'll do my blue eye first. And I'm going to go into this shade of Jazz, which just looks like a beautiful gold shade. I don't know how to really describe it. I just know it looks like a gorgeous gold. That should look good with my eye look today. Ever since I got this palette, this is the eye look I've thought about doing since I've gotten it. When I seen the palette was released, this is exactly the eye look I pictured when doing it. But I never did. I wanted to do like an all blue or an all purple look. So I never got around to doing the look that I wanted to do. Let's go on to the other eye. I'm going to use the same gold shade over there too. Looks really gorgeous. I think I want to take just a little bit of the shade of Vintage and just do a little bit like in between the shimmer in the outer corner, just because it looks really gorgeous too. Just like right here. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. And I'm going to go back into my reference number 13 and just take a little bit of the deeper shades that I used on the outer corners and just use a little bit more. I'm going to take my other brush here and go into a little bit of the lighter shade here and just go over my crease. I think I'm going to take the shade Champagne here and put it in my inner corner with my reference number 3. It's just a really super tiny inner corner brush. And if it needs to be brighter, I can always go in with a little bit brighter shade, but I wanted to go with a gold one. Okay. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go off camera and do my mascara. And I'll probably go ahead and add the lip too. And then I'll come back to show you the completed look all together. Hey, so I am back and here is my completed look. I went in with my Redfur eyelash curler. It's my favorite one. I do not pinch my eyes at all when I'm using this. It's just a really great one. Mascara I end up using is my Tarte Man Eater mascara. It's been my obsession at the moment since I found it in my collection. And the lip I have on today, I just decided to go with a more neutral. My lips fit better because, you know, we got the bold eye look, bold, colorful eye look going. So I just went in with my Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crown, and this is in the shade Lead the Way. Looks like this. I do suggest, if you don't like the liquid lips, if you don't like these from Maybelline, the Super Stay Matte Inks, you think they're too sticky, or I really like these. They stay all day. They don't budge. They don't get on your mask. They are mask proof. The same is for these Super Stay Ink Crowns. They're the same way. They're mask proof. They stay all day. And it's just like an overall thinner formula with this when you put it on. And it's not sticky though. Whereas this can be a little sticky, and I know some people don't like sticky. I personally don't mind, but I know some people don't like it. I'd rather it be a little bit sticky than be too drying for me personally on a matte lip. So this one is a little sticky, but I don't find it to be too drying for my lips. But the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crowns are not sticky at all, and I don't think they're super drying. And they last all day. They're mask proof. They won't transfer onto your mask. And they'll last all day for you, just like the Maybelline Super Stay Inks. You'll be scrubbing them. Just like the Maybelline Super Stay Inks, you'll be scrubbing them off at the end of the night to get the color off. But here is a little close-up of my finished look. What do y'all think? Would you dare to wear this bold of a look to a party? I think this would make a great, if somebody was having like a roaring 20s holiday party, this would make a great look. Either the purple or the blue, not necessarily purple and blue, but you know, either the blue one or the purple one would make a great look. And yeah, I just think it looks turned out really pretty. This is definitely the look that I envisioned when I first seen the palette in stores, or online when I seen it released. This is the look I envisioned doing with it when I seen those really gorgeous deeper golds. I'm gonna zoom you back out. So that's it for my video today. This is my my colorful holiday glam look. I did use mostly high-end products besides the palette, which I love Beauty Bay's formula. It's an amazing formula, and it is definitely what I envisioned going into this. But you'll have to let me know down below, what do you think about the colorful look for the holidays? Are you going to do a colorful look, or are you going to go more just natural glam? Or are you just going fresh-faced and not wearing any makeup for the holidays? I wouldn't blame you if you did that either. Sometimes it's just nice to take a break and let your skin breathe, and maybe do skincare. That way you look glowy. But anyways, that's my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with this colorful holiday glam look. You have to let me know what type of glam look you plan on doing for the holidays, or if you plan on not doing anything at all. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. It really does help out my channel with the YouTube algorithm. It helps it suggest me to more people. So I would really appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate if you consider subscribing to my channel. And next to the subscribe button is the bell. You can ring that. That way you can be notified of all my future uploads. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.